We good now? Okay.
Michelle, besides winning, did you get out of this game and did you see from your team what you wanted to see today?
Well, I think the most important thing was we had an unbelievable second quarter. Just to see the defense, because we always continue to talk about defense leads to offense, and I think that's what happened in the second quarter. I mean, it was a tight ball game in the first quarter, and then we turned up the pressure a little bit, and just was really proud of our group to be able to convert off of those turnovers, and then I think get the momentum going, and that's when the game shifted.
Was that second quarter about the best that you've seen it turn that way when talking about the defense and offense, and to have that 23-0 run?
Yeah, definitely, and that's why, I was really proud. It's just still a young group, and we're still learning, every single day to come out and prepare, the way that we need to, and shoot around wasn't the best. So I've kind of been on them, in the beginning of the game to get ready, and, as a coach, I'm always pushing for more. So I was just really proud of how they came out and took the challenge, and I really believe that we got better today.
Players said that they don't really notice during that run, but when you're watching things happen and just unfold how well they're playing, what is that like to see a 23-0 run spark out when it's a really tight game and then just in a matter of minutes blowing the game up?
Well, I think what it really shows for the coaching staff is that we're finally putting things together, and as we come out of those huddles and we talk to them, they're taking what we talk about in the huddle and putting it on the floor. Sometimes when the game goes really fast, you have to have players out there that can react fast. And I really believe that was something that we did tonight, because we continue to keep getting back. If one person is out of position when we play our full court man, then somebody's going to be open to be able to get, because we trap sometimes we don't. So you got to be locked in the whole time, and that's what I was really proud of that second quarter, that we could do those things to be able to get some turnovers and be able to get some quick baskets.
Once again, sort of goes back to a mature bench. Here I saw a couple of steals that D had that, and then Sydney comes out and shoots threes. Just another big night.
D is playing really well for us. Didn't shoot the ball as well tonight as she normally has, but boy, I can probably tell how many deflections she got tonight. She was just on the ball, just getting her hands on the balls, getting steals, and even going for rebounds. And I think the biggest thing too is Tasia ends up with 11 rebounds, and that's huge. I'm on her every single day about and 7 of them was offensively, and I think she probably scored off of 3 or 4 of them. So that was really big, and I'm really proud of her, because I'm challenging her just like everyone, and for us to out-rebound the number 1 rebounding team in the league is a big deal.
Michelle, I've been wanting to ask this for a while, and I asked Ivy this since she's played against great players, but I'm going to another level with Tasia, the truly great players in women's college basketball, all-American level. I know you love them. Is Tasia at that level?
Yeah, I think Tasia can do a lot of things that a lot of players at that elite level, Power 5, as everyone talks about, can definitely do. And when she's rebounding this way, when she's able to get steals, when she's able to score, getting to the basket and making her pull up, I think she's very dangerous. Of course, you're right, I'm very biased, because I see her every day. I see the humbleness. I see how hard she works. I see how she's a great teammate. I think all of those things come in and make the great players. You have to have the talent, but you also have to put all that into play too, and she's pretty special.
Michelle, to touch on what Elliot asked about Dee, she played the second most minutes today behind Ivy and Tasia. Is that a true indicator of how much trust you have in her?
Yes. She has definitely became that one for us, that other one. And this is a different challenge for Dee. And sometimes it's really hard because I'm on her a lot. Because we need that consistency. And Sid's coming along and different people, and that's the thing that's helping us. We're having different people step up at different times during the games. And that's what we need. When, people are doubling or they're trapping or they're doing these things, we need people to be able to make open shots and do the things that they're doing. And I really felt like we did a great job of that today.
As the year has gone on, how have you seen Ivy's skills, maximized because of what Raneem is able to draw with?
Yeah, and then we didn't even talk about Raneem. Raneem had a heck of a game. To come back from the game that she didn't play well at La Tech at all. Got in early foul trouble, didn't play well. But that just really shows you how good Raneem wants to be and how hard she works. She came back to practice, was locked in, and was ready to do whatever we wanted her to tell her to do. And so you're right. That combination is really hard for people to guard, because when Neem can get the ball and be in the post, and Ivy can play in the post too, but also step out and score, it's really helped Ivy. And one thing Ivy just does is she's just relentless on the board. She has 16 rebounds. Wow. I mean, that just speaks volumes to who she is. And for our team, I keep telling everybody, I don't know what I'm going to do without her, because every single day she is a workhorse, and she just does everything that we asked. And I sit here and I understand and know about the record and where you at. I've been around the game a long time. If you don't have players that buy into what you're doing and work hard every single day, you're not going to be successful. I don't care how much talent you have. And this group, because of Tasia and Ivy, have really bought into everything that we asked them to do. And I'm very fortunate as a coach, and I get it. And I know that great players make a great program.
She's got 11 double-doubles this year. That's the most that she's had in a year. Do you think she even comes close to that without Raneem being on the floor?
It would have been very difficult, very difficult, because of the size that we, how undersized we are, and just for the simple fact. Now, it would have been difficult, but do I think that she could not have done it? I think she probably could have, because of how hard she works. But it also, like you said, makes it a lot easier for her. Not easy, because nothing's easy, but when you have to guard both of those posts, it makes it a lot different. And Raneem rebounds too. So it's not like you have one person that's rebounding. You have two posts that are both going after the boards, and it makes it a little tough.
Michelle, about Ivy, for a player that plays down low, 7 steals.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't need to say anything else. It just, you've asked her to do more this year. Knowing her, she hasn't complained, but just, is she playing her best basketball of her career?
Yes, she is. She is definitely, she's right up there. I know we talk a lot about Tasia, but Ivy's right up there too. And that's the reason why we're winning and where we're at right now at 8-1 in the conference. Because day in and day out, Ivy Brown shows up no matter what. And it's awesome because they play 2 different positions. And so you got a key on both of them. There's no way that you can just guard one and think, the other one's not. So she is playing her best basketball. But she is, again, as I said earlier, she's locked into this program, and to give everything that she can give and go out with a bang. And that's, as a staff and as a head coach, that's what I'm working for every single day, to give them that opportunity. I said it out there, on a post-game show. These would be 2 of the best players to go down in history at Western Kentucky. And I'm pretty lucky to be sitting here as a coach, to be able to not only coach them as great players, but they're great individuals. And never, ever, since they have been here, have had any problems off the floor, anything. And, I'm just saying that I've coached a long time, and I've been around a lot of great players. Sometimes that doesn't happen.
Can I ask a follow-up on that? You're Coach Clark Hurd, your coach. It's in you've learned to tell your players to do things. With Tasia and Ivy and that relationship, are there times you just say to yourself, I want to tell them this, but let those 2 work it out themselves because of that relationship? Yeah,
and plus they've been around me, so they know me. So sometimes I don't have to tell them anything. They know. It's pretty special when you have 2 individuals that you can lock eye contact, and they know exactly either what I'm thinking or how they're not. The team might not be performing to where I want them to perform, and then they get the team together, or they talk in the huddle, or so all those things happen. And it's a unique situation, and again, I don't take a second of it for granted, because it's pretty awesome to have that, and to know every single day. I feel like every day when we walk on the court, we have a chance to win, because I have those 2 players on our team.
Anything else for Coach?
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Coach.